Hi, this is Dr. Jared Garris. I'm the Glenn County Health Officer, and I'd like to speak for a few minutes regarding COVID-19 and face masks. And so a question that I hear a lot is, are face masks safe? And my answer is both yes and no, especially with regards to COVID-19. So I just like to say first off is that we have a lot of evidence regarding the use of face masks. They've been used in the operating room since the 1960s. So we have over 60 years of data. We've had people who've used masks for prolonged periods of time. I can tell you that in residency and in times of war, it's not uncommon for people to be in an operating room for a 36-hour shift, and most of that time operating. And we know that they, in general, are very safe. So these are some of the myths that I've heard that are out there, that if we happen to wear a mask to go into a grocery store or something like that, that somehow it's going to make it so our immune systems are weaker. And that's just complete nonsense. There's just no truth to that. And then I've also heard talk about carbon monoxide poisoning and carbon dioxide. And there just isn't any evidence behind that. And I encourage you to go ahead and to do an internet search and to do some fact checking and to confirm that to be the case. Specifically with COVID-19, there's some things that are a little bit different. One of the concerns is that we could infect ourselves. So if we have somebody who's got COVID-19 and they cough, they sneeze, it ends up on the mask, which is exactly what we hope that it will do, and then they touch the outside of the mask, get the virus on them, and then touch their eyes, they could potentially infect themselves, okay? And that's really an easy one to negate. If we'll go ahead and use the hand sanitizer every time we touch the outside of our mask, then that really makes it so that we don't have that problem of infecting ourselves. Another potential problem is giving a false sense of security. So we know that keeping 6 feet or more distance really decreases the spread of COVID-19 by a lot. Well, if people are wearing masks, then they might feel like they don't need to do that and get closer and potentially increase the risk of spreading COVID-19. So potentially that is a real thing that could happen, is they couldn't give us a false sense of security and us not keep our social distancing. The other situation where use of face masks just may not be appropriate is somebody who has severe lung problems. And just that even though that mask might be pretty thin, the extra work of breathing through it might just be too much. So somebody with like emphysema or cystic fibrosis or something along those lines. And then for kids under the age of 2, we probably should not be using face masks in that situation. They'll chew on it, they'll do all kinds of things, and it probably just doesn't increase their safety by very much. I hope this was helpful, and have a wonderful day.